It's micro. Listen. You can fit 6 billion bacteria tails on my pinky finger. 6 billion. And they all have the engine. You telling me that's not intelligent design?
Okay.
But that's just like... that's just a pat. Like,
I just want you to look at this image, okay?
Yes, that is it. That's what it is.
That image,
That's the tail of...
yeah.
6 billion of these will fit on my thing.
Okay. Do you think this is the result of blind chunks?
It's an engine. Look, it's an engine. This is what it's made out of, the tail of the bacteria.
I do think like the human being is just like everything in human being here on Earth is like something wow, and you just.
But what about the
cannot-
one who created the human being?
Yeah.
Isn't he more wow?
Yeah, it is, but
I am a Reaver, and I was taught how to pray Salah.
That means every single time I pray,
The person who told me gets the reward.
5 times a day, from Fajr to Isha.
If you want to support someone like me in learning Salah,
Then sponsor 10 people for just £100 this Ramadan.
remember the Prophet, peace be upon him, said,
Charity does not decrease wealth. Click the button and donate now.
I mean, you may be on a good day.
maybe today's not a good day. Today's a bad day. Can I ask you a question?
yeah, you can ask me a question.
How's the weather up there?
How's the weather? It's nice. It's nice.
Is it? It's more fresh air.
It's gonna rain tomorrow.
He knows. He knows. I don't need to go BBC weather. He knows. What's your name?
I'm Jean,
Jean. Are you from
Jean.
France?
from Belgium.
Oh,
I'm half Belgian, half
I like Belgian chocolate.
Me too.
Yeah, that's good. Have you ever wondered? Let me ask you a question, yeah? Jean, his name is John.
Yeah.
Okay, Rizwan. Sorry, I can't. John, who made you this tall?
I think my parents, I guess.
Good. But you do understand that when your parents have intimacy, the DNA copies of both
Yeah.
come together.
Yeah.
Like me as well.
Yeah.
The DNA coding has made you this tall.
Yeah.
Has made your eye color. What's your eye color?
What's my what?
Eye color.
I'm blue-eyed, I think.
Blue-eyed.
Yeah,
Mine, I think, is dark brown,
Brown,
brownish. Yeah. Okay. What color is your hair?
Brown.
Brown. Mine is dark, maybe black. Yeah. Now, you agree that you are made out of DNA.
Yeah, I agree that I made out.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Yo, first time I'm giving dawah to someone I'm looking up. Wallahi, it actually feels, I don't remember ever giving dawah. I actually feel, yeah, subhanAllah. But anyways, it's good. So the thing is, you have genetic makeup, yeah?
Yeah.
That makes you the way you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Genes, DNA has information.
Yeah.
Yes? 3 billion letters.
Yeah.
Good. Those letters are coding.
Yeah.
Who made them?
It's a question about God, isn't it?
Well, where does the direction point you? Let's not call it...
I would say it's from biology. It's purely biology.
No, but biology explains life. It's the explanation of life. Yes?
Yeah.
Biology will tell us how our body works, etc., our cells and organs, but they don't tell you why they operate the way they do. Why do you have a kidney? Why do you have a heart? Why do you breathe?
I think we were just living organisms that didn't do much in the beginning.
Okay.
We evolved from bacteria to something bigger, and
Okay.
then just throughout the years we evolved into something more intelligent. And I think
Okay.
that in a million of years from now, maybe we will lose like the things that we don't really need. Like for instance, like the extra tooth we grow
Yes. Okay.
that we used to need like
Yeah.
5,000 years ago to
Yes.
crack. I don't know, nuts in the trees.
No problem.
We don't need them anymore, so I think they
Okay.
will disappear and it's just
No,
constant evolving.
no problem. But it all still points to a God. It all points to a
maybe-
creator. You know
maybe
why?
there was some- yeah.
You know why? Because even if you go to the first cell, yes, you talked about bacteria. You know bacteria?
Yeah.
Bacteria has a tail.
Yeah.
You know tail?
A tail. Yeah, I
Tail.
know what a tail is. Yeah.
It's called a flagellum.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah? Flagellum is the tail.
Yeah.
The end of the tail is connected to the bacteria. Do you know microscopically it is like an engine? If you zoom in microscopically on a micro level, the picture that's taken of it, it is made out of 40 pieces.
Yeah.
It's like a motor. You know motor?
A motor that like shoots.
Yes, motor.
Yeah.
Engine.
Yeah. Ah, a motor. Yeah.
Engine, like a
Yeah,
Ferrari
like
engine.
an engine. Yeah.
The tail makes the bacteria swim.
Yeah.
Okay, the question is this. Who gave it that ability to have the tail that is made out of 40 pieces and makes the bacteria swim?
I don't know.
Okay, the question is this. Even if you talk about the first cell has to come from somewhere. You talk about evolution. Evolution is what? The first cell. Where did the first cell come from?
Yeah.
Stop making him
It's not
laugh.
that-
Stop making
it's
him
not-
laugh. Come here. Join him.
I'm not gonna get fired.
No, you're gonna be hired.
Under fire.
You're not gonna be fired. You're gonna be hired. Okay, are you an atheist also?
I'm not atheist.
No.
Oh, sorry. What are you?
I'm Orthodox Christian.
Oh, he's a Christian. Okay, he's on the. He's
I'm
on
just a
my
Christian.
team. Come back here. You're on my
Are you
team.
Christian?
No, I'm Muslim.
I'm
But
just,
we're not-
I'm just a Christian.
Yeah. Okay, you're a Christian. So you believe in God then?
I do believe in God, but I believe in the fact that He does good things, and that's like
Oh, that's
good things
fine.
come from Him. But
That's fine.
I do think there is maybe some kind of creator that would have done something, but
No, he has to be.
to be quite honest with you, I do think that it's just a question of evolution, a question of everything that came, everything all
No,
at
that's-
once,
that's
that
fine.
exploded, that
No, no,
created
that's fine.
atoms, that push each other.
No, but one
that
second.
creates-
But where did it all happen from? You said it exploded. What caused it to explode?
It's a really good question. I really wouldn't know, but
So
what
good.
is beyond the infinity?
No, I can tell you, there is no infinity.
I do think there is an infinity. No, there isn't an infinity. Everything
Not-
came from
not-
one point that
we're
exploded,
engineers. We
and
kind
it's
of learn it
and
like
it's still
this.
and it's
No,
still
if you're engineers, you would know. The infinity doesn't exist in the real world.
it does
No, it doesn't.
exist. If you
Give me an expanding. That's not infinity. The fact that you take away, you add to infinity.
the first light we can
Yeah.
observe
observe was what 13.8 billion years
So
ago.
that's not infinity.
And it's still
we're stretching
expanding.
into infinity.
But
Okay.
the question is maybe we all lived from a universe because everything came at once, exploded, and then expanded.
No problem.
But there is a theory that says that everything came before that all
Yeah.
again at once and
Yeah.
then exploded. It's just a box theory.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
I think it's called something inflation theory. I know. Yeah. The fact that it's expanding cannot be infinite. Infinite, you don't add or take away from it.
Because there
Good.
is the big crunch.
Good.
There is the
Good.
It will end.
Okay,
Yeah?
good. But the point is this: what made it begin for it to end? We say there has to be an all-powerful being that gave rise to it. Even if you go down the route of evolution, where did the first cell came from? The first cell is a very complex thing. It has a nucleus, it has a membrane, it has tubulins that send information to the nucleus.
Where
to-
was this extra human being?
No, actually, we believe it's a creator.
Yeah,
It's
a
not-
creator, but where was he when it all started?
We believe
if there was nothing.
we believe-
if there was nothing to start with.
No, good. From ex nihilo. Meaning, it can start from material that was already there, or it can start it from nothing. The absurdity is to say that the Big Bang came from nothing. Nothing is the absence of something. However, God Almighty, if He is the creator, He can bring things from nothing because it's from Himself. He creates it. But if you say to me, there was no God, then how could something come from nothing?
That's a good question.
Do you get it? So we say that the creator is not a man or a woman. He's not in the creation. He is the creator. He is the independent, necessary being that gave rise to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense?
I think it makes sense, but it's honestly a question no one will ever be able to answer.
But we just did. Rationally and logically, I brought you evidence and arguments. I'll give you, for example, what's this in your hand? What's this?
It's a bracelet.
It's a bracelet. What is it? Have beads? No, it's
A little bit stones
okay.
together.
Does it have a pattern?
Yes, it does have a pattern.
Does it have a purpose?
It doesn't really, just emotionally.
Well, it has a purpose to wear it.
has a purpose,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Does it have design?
It does have design. Yeah.
Okay. Did somebody make it?
Somebody made it. Yeah.
Did you meet him?
I did not meet him. No.
So how do you know this was made by someone? Because because you can observe
because
it.
I could make it
Definitely
myself.
made it a fact.
Good. Okay, good.
Because I could make it myself, so I assume that someone made it for me.
Good. Even if you can't make it yourself, you know by looking at it, it has a pattern. It looks like it's made of material. It serves a purpose. It has a design. It has to have a designer.
Yeah.
Okay. What's more complex, your heart or this?
My heart is more complex. Yeah.
Million times more complex. So the question is, your heart is made out of DNA.
Yeah.
DNA is information.
Yeah.
Information requires intelligence. Has to be a creator.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why can't the start of the universe create a creator? Like
The
why
start of
can't
the universe
energy?
create a creator?
Why can't energy transfer into a creator?
That
Because
helped
energy,
maybe the creation.
because energy is composed of pieces. and energy can be any other way.
Because energy is not matter.
Energy is
Huh?
not matter.
Okay, one second.
Energy is not made out of
Okay,
pieces.
but the first law of thermodynamics is energy cannot be created or destroyed.
It can only be transferred. So why
Good.
can't energy transfer into a creator?
No, because energy, the fact that it can transfer or can change form, we believe God doesn't change form.
Okay.
God is necessary and independent. Energy is dependent. It changes form,
But it can stay in its form.
but it can also change form.
So it's
It can be burnt and turned into something
Okay,
else.
it's
There's
neutral.
potential energy. Energy. Do you get it? So we say the creator is the necessary being that made the universe and the energy and everything in it.
yeah.
That's why it cannot be the creator.
But there's also a possibility that energy could, like I'm saying, like there is the like
yeah,
I'm
there
not
is a
saying
possibility.
Possibility of what?
I'm
Of what?
Christian. I do think that
There's a
maybe
possibility
there
of
is-
what?
there's a possibility that energy
is a-
could create a creator. Like it,
No. Look, when you say creator, the creator
creator-
is the independent being. It's free. Sorry. Independent meaning it is free from all need. The energy you're talking about is composed of pieces, and it can be any other way. So the definition of a creator, it cannot, because it's the opposite.
But then, like, where does the creator come from?
Good. We say the creator is a necessary being that had to always be there. Otherwise, you have the fallacy of infinite regress. What created that thing that created, then you'll never have the universe. So there has to be an ultimate being that's independent, necessary, self-sufficient, and not composed of pieces, and he cannot be any other way. And he created the universe.
Okay, but then,
But
like,
it's an endless question of what came first,
No,
what made
no.
first.
No. There has to be a independent being. For example, is the universe dependent or independent?
What do you mean by that?
Is it, for example, is it
it's
requires some?
independent because it's
Could
an
be
isolated
that
system.
we are in a universe inside another universe, and that there could be
Good. So if you say the universe is independent, you've acknowledged we require independent being. You've ascribed it to the universe.
No, but it's independent because it acts on itself. Like,
No, it doesn't, because the universe has galaxies.
yeah, but of course it has galaxies,
Okay,
but the
good.
universe is its whole holistic, isolated system.
No problem. But the fact is this: is the universe a specific size?
No, because it's changing in size.
changing.
Good.
We don't know the
Good.
size. Maybe
Good.
Maybe we're in a universe
Good.
inside another universe.
No problem.
Just like we
Let's-
are
let's
a planet
suppose-
in a.
No problem. Let's suppose there's 5
But
billion.
that's galaxies.
Yeah, but maybe we're like in a universe inside another universe, just like we're
Even-
a star in a.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the whole.
Yeah.
The whole
he's
isolated.
talking about the whole entire universe.
Yeah.
Let's suppose that's the case. The fact that it's expanding, the fact that he has galaxies within it, it cannot be independent because it is composed of pieces. The part comes
that-
before the whole.
But the pieces come from.
The pieces
energy
make
that-
the whole.
But that comes all from the start because you
Good,
can't-
no problem. So when you say a start, that shows that it cannot be independent because it had a beginning. The creator.
dependent on the beginning.
Good. No, then it's not independent. And if it's not independent,
independent, yeah.
good. If it's dependent, what does it depend on?
The beginning, where energy started,
Good.
where
If
it expands.
Good.
into.
If it started, it is dependent on that starting point.
Yeah.
Then the question is this: if it depends on that, then it depends on that singular point. Then that singular point of explosion depends on what? It has to be an independent being that gave rise to it. Because then you have that independent thing that relies on dependent thing that relies on dependent thing. We say there has to be a stop, an independent being that gave rise to all the dependent things.
Okay, but
It's a theory.
No, it's not theory, it's a fact.
It's a fact.
That is, it's a fact because you cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things. There has to be an independent point where it all came to rise. Otherwise, you have the fallacy of infinite regress. That thing that created that
but
thing
I
that
think
created that
it's
thing.
like- It's a little bit like a play on like how you describe things. Like I'm not going to be able to describe.
I think we're
dependency.
I think the thing is we're now sending a telescope into space
Yeah.
that will be able to see the first lights of the universe.
No problem.
And I think that with those first lights,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a lot of answers about how everything was created.
So then you have blind faith in science. You're saying I don't know now.
I don't think that science is
Good. But you know what you have now, blind faith. You're saying I don't know, but one day we will know. That's like what religious people say.
That's like a technologist. Like
No, that's fine. But even if you know about this first light,
I don't think it's crazy to think that there is maybe some kind of creator. And
no, it's
that's also kind
it's
of my reason
rational
as
and
well.
logical that all of this, everything here that is dependent, has to rely on something that's independent. I'll give you an example. If I was to give you £5,
That we really don't know. We really don't know it. That's the
no, you
analogy.
do. Because tell me why I'm wrong. Because I said, if I was to give you £5, before I give you £5, if I infinitely ask someone behind me and say, do you give me permission to give him £5? And this went on forever, would I ever give you the £5?
Well, that's mathematical infinite. Like infinite is not a mathematical number. You use it to.
No, infinite doesn't exist in the real world. There's mathematical potential infinite. I'm talking about if I was to give you this microphone, but before I gave it to you, I had to ask infinite amount of people behind me, would I ever give you the microphone? No, I wouldn't, because it will go on forever. That's the reason. If there is not an independent creator, you will never have the universe.
To be honest, your theory stands as long as we don't find anything that proves it wrong.
We have,
but the thing is,
like microwave background radiation. Like there is proof. There is proof that the world, the universe, is getting colder from original very hot point. Like
okay, it's getting what?
A very hot point because a lot of energy.
It's getting cooler.
Yeah.
But what does that prove?
It proves that there was a point where it was very hot.
Yes,
where energy was all compacted. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry.
All compacted into one place.
Where's there was one? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, but if it's getting cooler, that means at one point it was very hot.
Yeah, there was a lot of energy, which is proof.
I think there's still a lot of things we have to explain
for the start of the.
I know, but that's fine. Whatever.
The thing that is nice
well,
is that
of course, something
right now,
else. Like we as scientists believe that it was just energy that just boom collapsed, and now it's expanding.
But what made it collapse? Where did it come from?
That's a real question, but that's the thing I don't think we're going to be able to answer right now. But
you can.
That right now we're sending a telescope that is going to analyze the first light of the universe.
That's fine, but that doesn't.
And maybe, who knows? Maybe it will prove something.
But what can it prove? All it will prove to me is that there is light and it's dependent. The point is this.
I think we are going to be able to prove a lot more than
It'll just prove that God exists more, because that light, the redshift, the Big Bang Theory, the expansion of the universe, these all just point to a direction that there's an intelligent source. It's a simple question. Can something come from nothing? No. Then if that's the case, the energy that you're talking about that exploded, had to come.
It can. A genetic mutation is something that comes from something, but that does not exist before.
That is true.
A genetic mutation is like when two genes that work perfectly well make a new gene that doesn't work.
No, 1 second. That's called, there's new theory of, I forgot his name, Dennis Noble. Yes? It's called targeted mutation. There is no thing as random mutation.
It is, but that's not.
No, there is no randomness, because you know why?
Otherwise, where would sickness come from?
No, good. Because what it is you're claiming.
If you have two perfectly working genes that fuse together, and that instead of creating two perfectly working genes, creates one gene that works perfectly with one gene that is deviant.
Yes, that's called recessive.
And when you have a deviant gene, you could create a deviant gene, but your deviant gene is going to be completely different than my deviant gene.
That's fine.
So it creates a new gene that I could pass on to, for instance, my children.
That's fine. But the thing is here, there is, for that to happen, there's a reaction happening. For whatever reason. Okay, good. That's called.
But that's creating something from nothing.
No, it's not, because it's something. It's not from nothing. For example, when two things like what is the molecules in water? It's hydrogen and oxygen. Yes, when the two come together, it becomes water. Good. So what I'm saying is they both have the properties that when they come together, a reaction happens.
Yeah, but these are like standard reactions.
Yes, exactly. Good. So when you're talking about the DNA, you're talking about something about an issue with the DNA or something like that. Yes, we know that. Okay, good. But also you do know DNA, it replicates itself and it corrects itself.
There's
the errors
behind it.
Yeah.
There's intelligence.
Yeah, so he said something about the mistake.
It created by...
DNA doesn't correct itself.
It does.
It does not correct itself.
No, so DNA is corrected by the cell. So when there's duplication happening...
No, we're not the best at this, but DNA doesn't correct itself.
He studies this.
Okay, so the first thing to keep in mind is when you speak about DNA replicating, there's a proofreading process that's inbuilt within the DNA system. As in the whole system, because remember, DNA doesn't act on its own. It's linked to the cell's other parts, right? So you know the membrane of the cell actually has this ability to influence the correcting system of the genome, right? So when you have duplication, you have a proofreading system. This is intelligence. So DNA comes inbuilt with an entire system. So all of this, it's a sign of intelligence. It's not a sign of randomness.
Wait. Do you think that DNA has a consciousness? Do you think it has that? Because you're saying intelligence, but I think intelligence links with consciousness. So do you think that?
Okay, so
that's a question.
This is not me. There are scientists who argue cells are conscious. There are scientists who argue, not conscious, cognitive. They're cognitive, meaning they can actually make decisions. They can actually look at environmental cues. So for example, if you look in the scientific literature, you will find papers written about the cognitive aspects of cell behavior. So all of this for me is a sign that there's intelligence involved.
Okay, but I also think it's just the way it works. Because us species, we work by thriving to put us in the best position to survive. Right. I think a cell works the same way. It works the best way for it to be able to apply to, I don't know, to make a baby or something. Right. Like when a cell meets a cell.
Yeah.
It has a purpose, and I don't study biology or anything, but I think that it knows its way to find its purpose through just genetic signals.
But there's a purpose involved behind that. Before I joined in, what were you speaking about?
He talked about, we're talking about good stuff, really good guys. They were talking about the two DNAs, when it comes together, it makes a faulty gene, a faulty...
It could, no, you
not
said
faulty.
You said that nothing can be created from
something.
No,
from nothing.
You cannot create new things.
He said he can.
But you can create new things.
Well, no. What example you gave?
For instance, you could have two genes that work perfectly well and that create a new gene that no one has ever seen on Earth.
But like he pointed out, there's a proofreading process there. There's intelligence there. That's what you said, isn't it? Yeah. So what he was saying is, it's not something from nothing. It's something from something which is intelligent. There's an entire process behind it.
But he's saying if there are two...
I believe just we will get our answers in the future, because a lot of things we didn't know. Like in the past, like if you look at 250 years ago, we knew really a lot less than what we know now, and I do think that in the future we will know a lot more than what we know now.
Yes, but the more we know, the more it's pointing to a creator.
Yes.
The more we know,
I'm
the more
I'm not sure about
more
that.
religious?
I'm not sure about that.
Were we more religious in the past?
Yeah, in the past.
I think okay, because the new way of atheism.
At least as Christian, I can assure you, people were a lot more religious back then than now.
Okay, yes, but shouldn't we go with the evidence? Forget whether people are religious or not.
Yeah.
DNA, and you guys are very smart, clearly. DNA is a signature. There's 6 billion letters. It can be read from left to right, right to left, three-dimensionally, and it has specified coding. Now, all of this, do you think is the result of chance, or do you think there's design? That's the real question.
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. But if you look at infinity, everything is possible. If you imagine the fact that there was nothing, but it took so much time that
was something.
Infinity, no. When there is infinity, if you look at time, I think that if you look at time
there's
infinitely,
no
something
infinity
can
in the real world.
From nothing.
Okay, so you're basically talking about deep time. You're talking about the deep time argument, which is enough time, anything can happen.
Exactly. If now, right now, I just take a spaceship and I travel just this way for an infinite amount of time, there could be a moment where I just cross myself doing the same exact thing in just another infinite time, because in infinity anything can pass. Okay.
No, but chance. Just a quick thing. But what you're saying is the following. You're saying if you give an infinite amount of time, infinite amount of possibilities.
Yes.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yeah. And I don't think the universe was created in like 1 second.
Okay,
and something was
no
there.
problem.
I think there was a lot of time where there was just nothing.
The way you're making a mistake is the following. Time is irrelevant to the equation, because you're saying infinite amount of time, infinite amount of possibilities. I'm telling you, if I have an empty cup and I give it infinite amount of time, would I have a Ferrari?
Honestly, that if you give it infinitely amount of time, there could be.
No, you can't be, because
you're human.
No, you can't be.
You're not going to live for infinite.
No, good. No, even if I didn't live, the components to make a Ferrari are not in the cup. is irrelevant. Time is irrelevant in the equation.
If you have infinite amount of time,
Yes.
there could be a dimension where like every atom collides into a Ferrari.
No, you can't. You can't because the thing is, the thing to make.
Of course,
no.
there is. If time
The
is
thing.
infinite.
1 second. You're equating time with something coming from nothing. You're saying time. Time is irrelevant to the equation.
I agree.
Okay, good. If you don't have the components to make a Ferrari, you will never get a Ferrari. If you put the components of a Ferrari in the cup or the bowl, you still will never get a Ferrari because there's a process that goes into making a Ferrari. Time is irrelevant. When you say time, you're trying to say, give it infinite amount of time, anything can happen. No, it can't because the elements to make it is not there. Even if the elements to make it is there, the process of how it's put together cannot be. That's why we was talking about bacteria. The bacteria has a flagellum, which we was talking about, which is composed of 40 pieces.
Yes.
It's an engine. The bacteria's tail, yes, and by the way, you can fit 3 billion or 6 billion on a teaspoon, yeah? So the question is this. The bacteria's tail has a motor. You know motor? Motor. Okay. That's what we're saying. Yeah. I don't
We were studying
it was nice talking to you guys. The first time I took the first time I took the when I talked I was laughing, bro, because first time I'm looking up the zone. No, it's nice talking to you guys.
All of this is a sign
No,
from
but you
God.
guys have a good point. I know, but to be honest, if we can conclude this discussion, I don't deny the possibility that there is a creator.
That's good.
And to be honest, looking at the science we know
They're
right now,
Christians, by the way.
Okay.
They're Christians, by the way.
it could be that
Yeah.
it could be that it's even more possible that there is some kind of creator that there is not.
There is.
But
there
I
is.
do think that we still have to wait and we'll see because.
But you should have more faith in the creator than having faith of everything.
Faith is good to have.
Faith is good to have, but
And there is more faith. You can put your bet on a creator than having faith in I might one day find something that will find me.
5,000 years ago,
Yeah.
we were a lot more faithful than we were today, and due to
Subjective.
yeah, okay, but like at least in Christianism,
Yeah, maybe.
like Christianism was really big in
Christianity is
yeah,
yes.
But
Yes, but Islam
with
is growing.
with science, we proved a lot of things to be wrong actually.
But that's fine. You know why? But that's
And
but that's
actually-
Christianity. In Islam is open to science. There have been Islamic sciences through history.
To be honest, like
We've always
Islam,
the
like
golden
in the
era.
Middle East,
Yes.
they were bigger on
Yes,
science
yes.
Yeah,
before
the-
the
You know why?
Christians.
The
and
Christians,
numbers
the Christians
came from the
hated
Arabic.
scientists.
That's true.
Muslims didn't.
Yeah.
We were
We
open to
weren't
science.
scientists.
Yeah, exactly.
We weren't.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
look, we agree there has to be a designer. Do you believe in the Trinity?
What do you mean?
What do you imply?
Because you said you're Christians, right? Yeah. So do you believe Jesus is the Son of God, or do you believe he's a messenger of God?
I believe he's a messenger.
Okay, you have Islamic beliefs.
Yeah, you're more
I
close to
I believe he's a
Islam.
messenger, but I do think that
I believe he's
I
like
don't.
the
I don't.
embodiment.
I don't think that everything he did was true. I think it was just
I think
to be honest, I think it was
think they're
just a
more
really
cultural.
great guy who did a lot of great things to people, and that we exaggerated a bit his message, but what he did for people was good, and it was an example to follow, and people made it into something
You
bigger.
think he's a prophet, like
Yeah,
we
like
believe.
Islam?
Have you guys read the Quran?
We have
Can I give you a free copy?
2 copies here.
I'm probably not going to keep it by the end of the night. so
Yeah,
I don't want to waste.
yeah,
Okay.
we're going out, so
Okay, let
Okay.
me give you something smaller.
No problem. It's nice talking to you guys. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Really appreciate it. You guys are from where? Are you guys from? Originally, you said?
I'm Dutch.
and
Dutch.
I'm Belgium.
And we kind of
Oh, yeah,
love the
Belgium,
engineering. That's why like the science is like it's always in the
It's good. It's good. It's good. It was a really nice discussion. I really enjoyed
Something
it.
you guys can put in your pockets.
Yeah,
Nice talking to you guys.
That can fit. That can fit.
I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, but
No,
since
it's
you were
good.
talking about DNA.
No, you know it's our DNA. I said, what made you this tall?
Exactly.
That started it. That's
That's what, and you know, you guys, look, you're young guys, you're intelligent guys. The last message I'd give to you is ask God for guidance.
Yeah.
Because look, we can deceive you. A Buddhist will tell you Buddhism's true, a Hindu will tell you Hinduism's true, we'll tell you Islam is true. But only God is the one who will never ever let you down.
Yeah, that's true. You can believe in anything you want.
Well, no, you shouldn't believe anything you want, you should believe what's true.
But it's nice talking to you guys.
But
You guys have a
again,
great night. What's your
it's-
name?
Victor.
Victor, we're here every Friday. And yourself?
I'm Jean.
John. So Suboor and Ali.
Nice meeting you
Nice to
guys.
meet you guys.
Take care.
Have a
Take
great
care.
night.
Take care. All right, fantastic. Lovely discussion. Lovely chap. 6'10". Was literally looking up to him.
I didn't want to interrupt the conversation.
No,
As
no,
soon
no,
as
no.
DNA came, I was
Bro,
like,
you came at the perfect time. Because I was like, there's targeted mutation, or there's targeted, yeah. And I was like, bro, I forgot what I was doing. And then he came out, I was like, alhamdulillah.
I was listening.
Hello, how are you guys? Are you Muslim? Hello guys, how are you?